stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first swing today. This is going to be a tremendous showdown. Strength versus strength. This quarterback's having a monster year, but this is a high-powered defense, the best he's seen. Can't wait to see what happens, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be what you really hope to see is this quarterback who can do it all. Can he deal with the intense pressure that this defense is going to put on him? Talking to the defensive coordinator this week, they feel that they can really rattle the quarterback by putting a lot of pressure on him, giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see how it plays out.
You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Set it down to the offense, 1st and 10.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of look.
Here he goes. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. You stop at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Minnesota's offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these...
First play taken, a deep shot. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And the player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the Golden Gophers with 1st and 10 here. There's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And there's the handoff. Makes an open space. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. The Golden Gophers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 1st and goal, handoff. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He moves the ball. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. So with pull-out pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. It's a shovel pass complete. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's 1st down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He makes the catch.
It's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. The punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They started at 28. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Golden Gophers pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a first down and a big gain.
It's a solid gain to pick up the first down, and what'll be likely the final play of this first quarter. And it's Minnesota in front here. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. Got the first down and still motoring. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The coach decides no field goals out. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. Good enough for first down yardage.
But these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. Well, he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They'll try to run this one in. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32. First down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the ball.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the right. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and open up other aspects of this offense.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front.
Looking deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. First down. We're going to throw the football. By the receiver. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Wants to throw it. Fires it on the move. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to 31.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's his act.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. From the shotgun, drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, he was keeping them out of the end zone.
Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, trying to make up this deficit. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And then first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense going on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Deflected by the defense and incomplete. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Keene. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Look at Nchuck it again. Close to the tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Now the handoff. Spins away from defenders. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now we run a draw play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Cut quickly. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they jump on top here in the second half. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
What a big play here by the quarterback and receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. They'll run it here.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The quick throw out left complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. This quarterback on fire today. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And now to try here for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got it with room to run. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with a receiver here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And looking to throw now on first down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. It's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just at 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Punt over the middle. It's Keene.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Quick juke. They finally bring him down at the 5. The offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And the receiver goes down for a loss. The defense all over that play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you guys to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Wow, a 3rd hit tonight by the QB.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Leaning on the run game here late. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. first at the sideline, steps out after a short gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here comes a handoff. Has the first down and more. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're
looking deep down the left side. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Touchdown, Golden Gophers, as the QB fights his way into the end zone. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking to build up the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Here's the handoff. Powers through. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. The offense played keep away to secure the victory. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. They're going to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This playoff game on the line. Can the offense navigate the end zone? Looking deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 25.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Minnesota. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Boy, the offense has done their job putting this touchdown up on the board here, Chris. Now, late in the game, down 2, every offensive coordinator saves 2 or 3 two-point plays for this very instance. Let's see what they go with to see if they can tie this game up.
touchdown. Now looking for the two-point conversion to tie this one up late. That pass is all in over the middle. He'll make it into the end zone. The two-point try will tie our score here late in the game. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Keen. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Chance for the quarterback to make some magic here. Last drive, time taken away. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone.
Boy, another nice throw by this quarterback. You know, Chris, he's had a heck of a day the entire game, avoiding mistakes, making good throws, giving his team a chance to win this game. And when it comes down to it, I want the ball in his hands with a chance to make a play to win.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He's 2 for 2 so far. This one, the most important, to take the lead in the final seconds. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. He's 2 for 2 so far. This one, the most important, to take the lead on the final seconds. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that puts them back on top.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. The coverage team gets him down. A last chance for this returner to win the game, but time has run out. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the